Damn, I'm good. Damn, those alien bastards are gonna pay for shooting up my ride. Does it hurt? Does it hurt? Blow it out your ass. Blow it out your ass. Hail to the king, baby. Blow it out your ass. Get that crap out of here. Holy shit. Groovy. Eat shit and die. Get some. You guys suck. Let God sort him out. Cool. Holy shit. Piece of cake. Get some. Groovy. shit. Let God sort him out. Suck it down. Hurts to be you. Who wants some? Groovy. I'm a new one. I should have known those blowing out your ass. Yeah, piece of cake. Damn, I'm good. Groovy. Who wants some? Cool. Your ass, what's the difference? Come get some. Blowing out your ass. Blowing out your ass. I'd sort him out. Holy shit. Gonna whip him a new one. Damn, I'm good. Does it hurt? Suck it down. Eat shit to die. Suck it down. Where is it? Yeah, piece of cake. Come get some. Does it hurt? Let's rock. Cool. Ready for action. Ow, that's gotta hurt. Blow it out. Piece of cake. Come get some. I'm good. Hurts to be you. Come get some. I'm Duke Nukem, and I'm coming to get the rest of you alien bastards.